我借了500万炒股票，全投进去了。
500万！你看，升了！卖呀！
卖什么呀？你没看见还在涨啊？
哎，我比你赚了1000万，你还想怎么样？
我们等到1块钱再卖好吗？
那你慢慢等吧。哎，
别急啊，勇哥。我们现在卖，每人才分几百万。
我有几百万就够了。
什么年代了，几百万有什么用啊？
听老杨的，全卖掉。
好，
我叫你全卖掉，听见没有？
卖呀
！Azu reluctantly picked up the phone, but just when he was about to sell, the stock shows stopped trading. Everyone is like an ant on a hot pot. Millions of cash instantly become a bubble. Azu and the other 3 are even more helpless.
我早说卖了它。
算了，
算什么算？
那500万，我自己会负责。你拿20万，我会尽快还给你。
The 3 of them were like eating dead mice. I fell into it the first time I traded stocks. They are affiliated to the Hong Kong Commercial Crime Bureau. My daily job is to monitor those financial tycoons, no matter who they met. What have you done? Even every phone call made. Write it all down. The purpose is to prevent them from using the resources in their hands, forcibly interfere with the stock market and profit from it. For this they have mastered every move of Finhua International. Under the leadership of Brother Young, Azu, Guzai and the others sneaked into the building. 3 people installed eavesdropping devices in a hidden corner. The stock boy took a fancy to the rich man's lighter, but when he puts it in his pocket, he was spotted by Brother Young who was passing by. But before he could speak, suddenly there were footsteps outside. 3 people realized the danger, hurriedly hid. The lights of the building also turned on. The team leader responsible for monitoring outside was a little worried, so they sent people to pretend to be police, preparing to catch the 3 of them as thieves. They didn't expect it to be so late. Finhua International's shareholder Luo Yaoming will come back. The man also returned to the room very vigilantly. Fortunately, no abnormalities were found. The guy managed to escape without any danger. Luo Yaoming returned to the office. He opens the safe, take out an old BB machine from inside, and this scene happened to be seen by Azu, who was captured. Fortunately, Luo Yaoming didn't discover it. He hurriedly wrote down the string of numbers on it, but then the doorbell suddenly rang. Luo Yaoming tears off the handwriting on the notebook, then go out and check. Azu took the opportunity to tear off his seal from the notebook.
陈先生，这么晚才下班啊？再见。
怎么了？
罗先生，我看你公司没关灯，还在忙。
回来拿东西，这就走。
The guy is worried about Azu inside, disguised as a security guard on the spur of the moment. But the wily Luo Yaoming is very vigilant.
你新来的，没见过你。
我是替工。
你怎么知道我姓罗？
Fortunately, the guy has done enough homework, only managed to muddle through. After they came back, they analyzed the contents of the note. Looks like it should be Chang stock code. This is also more proof. China International has an ulterior secret. And can we find evidence? Now we can only rely on the intelligence team. After the leader leaves, the team leader began to arrange the division of labor and supervision. The 3 of them were a little unhappy when they heard about the night shift. The guy even threw off his headphones.
你这是什么态度啊？不满意你直说好不好啊？
Fortunately, Brother Yan helped to rescue the sage. That's how I saved myself from being scolded. After a night of fighting all night, 3 people came to the rooftop to have fun. Brother Yan, in the name of quitting fire, asked about him stealing the lighter. Unexpectedly, it was the guy who discovered the passive hands and feet, so they took advantage of it. Brother Yan pretends to be brother hungry, put the lighter back again. But after a few days, none of them gained anything. Tonight it's Azu and Guzai's turn again. Can be monitored by 2 people. But I heard a shocking inside story.
我只告诉你啊，千万别告诉别人。明天留意一下公司股票，被撑了一半。
Got the news. The guy is a little moved. He looked at Azu aside.
刚才那段记下来没有？
记了。有问题吗？
我在想，是不是杀了他？我儿子有病，需要用钱。
Azu understands what he means. Guzai has a happy family, but unfortunately my son suddenly got leukemia, in urgent need of huge expenses to prepare for surgery. That meager monthly income, it's so overwhelming that the whole family can't breathe. Save so much every day that I only dare to eat white rice.
王八蛋，这么轻轻松松就赚1000万，我们辛辛苦苦1个月才挣2万多，我把他们送进监狱，我就不是人。
And Azu is not much stronger than him, due to the high position of my father-in-law. The attitude towards him is like that of a mediocre person in the family. I don't look down on a low-class person like him at all.
香港有3万多警员，处长的位子只有1个，你的薪水每个月才2万多，什么时候能做到处长的位子？既然这样，你下个月辞职吧，来我公司上班。
我知道爸爸你是为我好，但是我还是想……
你要搞清楚，我是为我女儿好。
Azu is worthless in the eyes of his father-in-law, so rushed before other colleagues came back, decisively tampered with the surveillance video. But after Brother Yan came back, still aware of something unusual about the 2 of them, I have a bad feeling. The next day, 2 people mysteriously appeared on the exchange. Gujay took out all his belongings, want to take a gamble. Unexpectedly, a big hand stretched out. The 2 confused people were a little confused. Sure enough, I still couldn't escape Brother Yan's eyes.
知道自己在做什么吗？
破坏呈堂证据，知情不报，妨碍司法公正。别告诉我说你们不知道罪有多大啊！
Brother Yan asked them to modify the video back, just pretend this never happened. But Azu didn't understand it. Even the uncles and grandmothers selling vegetables discuss it every day. Today is an era when gossips are everywhere. But before he finished speaking, Brother Yan secretly attacked him. Gu Jie had no choice but to tell his story.
前几天我带儿子检查身体，我儿子很快就没事，我有事，肝癌，医生说我就剩1年了，就当我求求你。 我想留笔钱给我家里，给我老婆孩子。
Brother Yan didn't speak anymore, yet they emptied all their possessions. In exchange, the transaction was suspended due to the sharp surge in Fenghua International in a short period of time, leading to the China Securities Regulatory Commission's intervention and suspension. You have to wait until next Monday to resume trading, and this will most likely lead to a crash. Gu Jie doesn't know how to explain it to his family, but before he could explain, the wife returned to her parents' home angrily.
你别走啊！我都说了你还走。
这笔钱是留给儿子治病的，如果他住院的话，我看你怎么办。
The wife will not understand what her husband is doing, but who knows his mood at this time. Gu Jie smoked all night. However, the boss came to work in a hurry the next day. They want to retrieve Fenghua's video. The three of them also became nervous instantly. However, the video actually fluctuated at a critical moment.
是不是讯号不好？
是，不过当晚已经修好。
The picture was tampered with by AZ. No useful information at all. The leader also seems to be aware of the abnormality. Then he checked the registration content. Still nothing found. The China Securities Regulatory Commission investigated Fenghua International's accounts, but still in vain. And wait until the people from the Securities Regulatory Commission leave. Two other shareholders appeared on the surveillance screen. They turned the TV volume up to maximum. The eavesdropping team could not hear the conversation at all. And this is what Gu Jie noticed. LiDAR in one of the hands. Isn't it the one he returned before? So Gu Jie took out his own. The two understood the meaning instantly. They secretly switched the eavesdropping channel. It turned out that Luo Yaohua had done something behind his back. The boss behind the scenes is preparing to silence him. But the leaders are still in the dark about all this. The three of them came to the balcony and fell into deep thought. Brother Yan feels that human life is at stake. Must report to leader. But the other two people disagreed. I invested all my wealth and life. If the other party doesn't die, then I'll be doomed. Brother Yan angrily threw his hands and left, but in the end Brother Yan helped them hide it. And the other side, the killer Ahua is on Luo Yaoyang's yacht. He sprinkled a large amount of sleeping pills on the ground, planning to create the illusion of committing suicide out of fear. But just then three masked men broke in, stunned the killer at once. It turned out to be the three of Gu Jie. They don't want to invest in it and it's all in vain. I don't want to see Luo Yaoyang killed, so I thought of a good way to get the best of both worlds. But just when Brother Yan took off his mask, the girl who was born was so strong that they had no choice but to tie the three of them back. Be prepared to wait until the stocks are sold. Let them out again. The market will open on Monday soon, but Gu Jie is no longer as excited as before. On the contrary, I became uneasy. Wafeng stocks are finally available for trading. However, his price is as guessed. It fell sharply as soon as the market opened. In order to be able to stop losses in time, Azu immediately picked up the phone and planned to sell. But then Gu Jie suddenly hung up. It turns out that Huafeng International actually started to come back to life. All investors are also happy. Gu Jie even walks with the smell of money. The three of them immediately return to the safe house, throw the kidnapped killer into the garbage dump, and Luo Yaoyang and the little girl were put on the side of the road. But they didn't have time to celebrate yet. Suddenly the leader came to the surveillance team. Order them to cancel the operation. Gu Jie realizes something is wrong. He monitored the team leader's cell phone. It turns out they suspected there was something wrong within the team. Now to survey all members and ask them to send all equipment back to headquarters. They know the tampering video will soon be exposed. You can also follow the clues to find out their bank account. It's impossible to hide the matter of white stocks. But then Brother Yan made a bold decision. If you want to lie, then lie to the end. Ji Yu's eye is at the headquarters through connections. The CCTV was tampered with, and Azu took advantage of his father-in-law's relationship. Find someone to launder the funds won from stock trading. Then Brother Yan took advantage of their off-duty time. Swaggering into the headquarters, Gu Jie freezes the surveillance footage again. Just like that, Brother Yan successfully slipped in. He found several computers that were delivered. Wait until the leaders and others come back to work after dinner. The computer was in front of everyone. It started to feel natural like a ghost. However, as the three of them were driving away, they were bumped into by Luo Yaoyang's little girlfriend. Exactly the girl in the bathroom that night. The woman is the boss behind the scenes. Arrangement to monitor Luo Yaoyang. The three hid the money, planning to wait until the news passes before deciding to take it out and use it. My personal problems are no longer bothering me now. They decided to find criminal evidence of Fenghua International. And Azu also passed the previous LiDAR. The location of the signal receiving station was found. It is room 902 of Fenghua building. This was what Luo Yaoyang used to do to get hold of his boss, secretly pretending. The three decided to steal the evidence inside tomorrow. Azu and Gu Jie drove back separately, but Brother Yan saw it on the balcony. The two were followed separately. Realizing that something was wrong, he quickly took out his phone, but it seems that the mobile phone signal has been tampered with. I couldn't hear Brother Yan's warning at all. Azu parked the car on the side of the road, but just as he was about to call back, someone suddenly broke in through the window. And Gu Jie is even more angry. He just brought his wife and children back from his parents' home, while they were waiting for the traffic light. But suddenly he was hit by a truck behind him. My wife and children both died tragically in the car. Ji Yu's eye also lost a limb and now Azu's whereabouts are unknown. Brother Yan immediately rushed to Fenghua International. Only if he gets the evidence can he possibly save Azu. But it's still a step too late. Azu has been tortured to death by them, and Brother Yan was also caught by them. The killer took him to the wilderness. Boss Ma is admiring everything from a distance, but with the sound of a gunshot, Brother Yan also fell into the pit and watched them fill up the corpses. Boss Ma left the scene with satisfaction. A grand event a year later. Elites from all walks of life in Hong Kong came to the scene. However, just when Boss Ma came on stage to speak, the big screen behind him suddenly showed a picture of him in the office. It is the video of him manipulating the stock market to launder money. The audience left the stage one after another when they saw it. Afraid of making myself angry. Just when Boss Ma was furious, suddenly Brother Yan appeared behind him. It was only at this moment that Boss Ma realized that he had been betrayed by the killer.
我有1500万，可以全都给你。1500万啊！你这辈子做牛做马都赚不到，杀了我你就什么都没了。
我半个小时以后回来，你死不了再说。
Boss Ma was charged with multiple crimes, taken away by the police in ICAC. He gets into his BMW, go to investigate under police escort. Boss Ma wants to use his connections to settle the matter, but when he called the boss of the police station, suddenly the car drove out of the convoy, speeding up the side road. Boss Ma looks out the window. I realized something was wrong. With the cab curtains opening, I saw a robotic hand slowly stretching out. Promise on the photo taped to the rearview mirror. Unexpectedly, the driver was short-sighted Gujay. His expression is stiff. Step on the accelerator to the bottom. The car rushed directly off the bridge, plunge headlong into the sea. Gujay also showed a happy smile. At this moment he was finally reunited with his family.